Kia ora, I'm Evie and this is Evie Creates. I just wanted to give you a bit of a background on my channel and why I've started it and things that I'm interested in. So firstly, a little bit about my background. I'm a registered occupational therapist, leader, educator, supervisor, coach. I'm also a registered marriage celebrant. I've been working in the healthcare industry for most of my adult life. I'm 50 something. How old am I? 53, I think. You tend to forget once you hit 50. And I have, so well over 20, 30 years, over 20 years as an occupational therapist and leader, because mostly I've worked in management and done some clinical work. I also am a registered marriage celebrant. I may have just said that. And I've been doing that for about 4 years. And I've been a validated celebrant, which means I get to do some special work, which is great, and registered ceremonies, which if you're not in New Zealand, you may not know what that is. I have been doing a few different things. I'm one of those people that love to learn, love to do lots of different things. I've had lots of different jobs. And I'm one of these people, what do they call it? A jack of all trades. If there's something to learn, I'll learn it and I'll develop a skill and I'll, do something new. Anyway, why I started this channel, and I'm just referring to some notes, so keep me on track. Something I've always been interested in. I've always been interested for a very long time in doing a YouTube channel, and I just love it. I follow some really creative, wonderful people. And I'm like, it's just lovely to watch people, and it's lovely to watch people grow and develop their channels. That's something that, I know for me, one of the reasons I'm doing it is to learn the camera skills, learn the speaking to camera, feeling comfortable doing it. I feel very comfortable and very confident when I'm working. If I'm doing some supervision or leadership coaching with someone, I don't and I just do it. In front of a camera, it's a different story. So I'm developing skills, and if for no other reason, that would be the reason to do this, because I'm going to put this out there, and who knows. Anyway, I'm glad YouTube's usually quite a nice place and people aren't too mean with their comments, but that's good. I like to learn. I like to get feedback. What else have I got here? Finding and connecting to like-minded people. And that is, I've actually, because I follow some different sewists on YouTube and managed to connect, and I've met people in person, and I love that. And I think if I'm doing things I love on camera and someone sees it and they love those things, then maybe they'll reach out and maybe I'll make some friends that way. Who knows? Anyway, I want to promote my business as well. Maybe one day get there somehow. But that's not important right now. What's important right now is having fun and learning skills and sharing stuff. Yeah, here I go. Where's my notes? What am I passionate about? Oh, well, what am I interested in? Sewing. I love sewing. But I don't know if I love sewing. I love what happens when I sew. I love creating things. I love upcycling clothes and bags and all sorts. The way I talk, it sounds like I must have heaps of stuff, but I don't. Well, I don't have heaps of interesting stuff I still love, because as you make things, for me, as I make things, my preferences change. So the stuff I made last year, I don't love as much as the things I want to make this year. And this is something I made. This is my dress. It's it's a couple of different patterns, and it was some cheap, look at it, cheap linen fabric. And the top is off a jumpsuit pattern. What's her name? Oh, she's a fantastic creative sewist, hippie vibes. And then the skirt is off a different pattern. So I just melded it together. And so this was a practice piece, but I wear it all the time. But I'm probably moved on a bit from there. I really want to get into some interesting stuff. I'll pop a picture of I went to Frock Tales in Auckland, and I upcycled a skirt, a bit of, what's the fabric called anyway, and I made myself a top to go with it, and it was a bit of fun, and I'll put a picture of that in, and I've kind of gone off a little track, but that's okay. So, yeah, I do love that. I love upcycling things. I love the idea of not throwing something out. I'm not a hoarder. Probably used to be a bit of one, but not anymore. I'm actually very much into environmental design, decluttering, and organising. And as an OT, well, we actually learnt about environmental design when I did my OT training, and I loved it. And I used to work with people going home from hospital and helped teach them how to have things set out so they didn't break another hip, or the things they could easily reach if they had a disability. And so I really love that, and I incorporate that into my own life. It's always a work in progress, and it's something I love doing, and I'd love to share a little bit about that, so I might do that. The other thing is growing healthy food, living a healthy lifestyle. Like, I really, I've had a bit of a journey with my health, and I'm really interested in lovely, healthy, yummy food, growing food, preserving. I've done a bit of cheese making as well, but I haven't done that for a while. So that's just something I'm interested. Growing food, living sustainably, fail a lot, but trying. I think I get gold stars for trying, so that's okay. I'll give myself the gold stars. What else have I got on my list? Storytelling. Love storytelling. I have all my life, I've written stories, and I've never shared them, but I love thinking of stories in my head and writing them. And I love reading. I love reading and listening to audiobooks, because often I don't have time to read. Audiobooks is fantastic in the car. And watching movies. I love a good movie. I never have the TV on, generally, but I'll watch a movie. So I'll sit down maybe on the weekend, choose a day, pop the telly on, especially in winter at the moment, because at the moment it's in winter in New Zealand. We're in July, and it's pretty cold. And I, love to tuck myself up with a good book or a movie, even during the day. And the dog likes it too, even as long as he's had his walk. So what to expect from me is, for now, a bit of everything. So, and you know what, I'm just gonna put whatever. I'm gonna put things I'm interested in. So that's why it's a bit of everything, because I'm interested in a bit of everything. So for like making things, sewing, upcycling, some DIY, because I'm a little chooky and I like to fix things myself and do things myself if I can. And you know what? YouTube is a great place. I taught myself to mend a couple of different fences in a couple of different ways, and all did it by YouTube. Installed ceiling fans, YouTube. Perfect. Anyway, blah, blah. So cooking, gardening, maybe organising, some decluttering or something, if you're into that. And maybe some movie reviews, discussions. Often my might differ from other people, maybe the mainstream. So that's it. But share a bit of that. Trying things for the first time I've written here. Oh my God, with the odd disaster. I'm sure there'll be a few of those. So if any of that sounds interesting, I probably didn't even say everything, but if that does anything sound interesting, or you just like to see someone fluff a bit, like, stuff things up because it might make you feel good, which I'm all happy to do. Yeah. Like and subscribe. And speaking of gold stars, you get a gold star if you're still listening. Anyway, lovely to chat. And for now, I say ka kite, and see you again later.